men. Reporting on their quarterfinal encounters played at the Lime Courts last night is CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
Ladies first, Susan Scantlebury backing the screen up against Sheldon Waldron. Waldron already claimed the first set at 21-10, so she's looking to just wrap it up to the left of Scantlebury. It was not a game with a lot of flair as both players were seemingly taking it easy, but Waldron found the breakthroughs. Scantlebury got some easy points in between when Waldron faltered. But there was no doubt on the night who was the better of the two, Waldron smashing it as she took the second set 21-16. The first semi-finalist was decided. The second ladies' encounter featured Rachel Smith and Carlin Haynes. Haynes, having lost the first set at 8, was intent to rally back from early. But Smith was really on point all night and served up some big plays. Smith showed good footwork, keeping Haynes on her toes, and again found the breakthrough to her opponent's right. Now that seemed to be Haynes' weak point. To her credit, Haynes had some decent plays, trying to stay in the game. But if the final say was Smith, taking the game at 21-8, 21-13 into the final four. Men's action now, possibly the night's most entertaining game. Backing the screen, Dario Hines up against Darius Gaskin. Gaskin was hot like fire and really showing class. Hines was off in the first few exchanges of this encounter. At this point, Gaskin had him 7-love. Hines then found his rhythm and a rally back started. Top shot there. He piled on some pressure and Gaskin appeared to start to feel it or not, as he was surely giving the crowd a show en route to a 21-17, 21-12 victory. The other men's clash didn't quite live up to expectation as Julian Michael Jackson White in the green and blue totally demolished Emar Edwards at 21-18, 21-5. That was one of Edwards' only 5 points. White wouldn't leave the court without showcasing some of his signature plays. He was just too much for Edwards. White is so agile on court, responding to all that came his way until he said enough with this shot, and the crowd loved it. White easing into the semi-final in straight sets. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. The second set of quarterfinal matches were scheduled to start at 7 p.m. Not that his selection is being questioned, but Roston Chase further showed the selectors he's ready for the upcoming regional season with an unbeaten half-century today. Day 2 of the BCA trial match at Kensington Oval. Chase is on 52 not out with 8 fours and a 6, but none of the other batsmen on his team showed up today in their score so far of 125 for 4. Now that's in reply to Kevin Stout's team's first inning score of 504, led by opening batsman Kimar Brathwaite's 132, inclusive of 22 fours. CBC's Sean Green reports on the pre-tee session.
Anthony Aline and Rashidi Boucher opening for the Chase 11, a spanking square cut behind point like a shot from a gun. Dwayne Sealing getting one to nip back at the batsman. And with the score on 20, this happened. A terrible mix-up between the two, and Aline will be the one to suffer just short of his ground, run out for 8. But Boucher was still there, battling on, steering this one down to third man. Boucher went shortly after that, LBW for 12 off the bowling of Sealy. Sealy welcoming new batsman Ralston Chase to the crease with a short pepper. Antonio Greenwich tickles this one fine and collects his first boundary. Seal to Chase, and the batsman steps down the ground and slaps him back over the long on boundary for the first 6 of the innings. Seal digs it in the dirt, but Chase gets him back onto this one, down to fine leg, 4 more. Greenwich also picking up a leg side boundary as well. Kevin Stout into the attack, and Chase has something for him, a classy on dry sweet, and Chase has someone else doing the chasing. So Stout took out his revenge on Greenwich, trapping him LBW for 11 as the Chase 11 went to tea at 61 for 3. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Sean. And from there, Chase went on to end the day unbeaten on 52. Scores: the Barbados Stout 11, 502. The Barbados Chase 11, 125 for 4. Stouts 11 leading by 377 runs. The semi-finals are set in the David Thompson Memorial T20 tournament. In the first playoff this Sunday, Young Blazers will be taking on Royal Combined Youth, while on Monday it'll be Crimeville Hitters versus St. Elmo Friends. Meanwhile, the other teams have been battling on for pride. With that in mind, Green Team took full advantage of a defeated Bourne's Land side. This was at the Gall Hill playing field in St. John recently. Batting first, Green Team racked up 176 in 19.5 overs, with Shane Howard top scoring with 50, while Antonio Strawn took 3 for 38, as Bourne's Land only fielded 9 men. Green Team then wasted little time in wrapping up the win. CBC's Damien Best reports.
Bourne's Land replying to the Green Team's 176 in 19.5 overs. Marlon Knight, the bowler, quick single, problems here. Jonathan Blades run out for a duck. It's 1 for 1. Marvin Kinch, the new man, got right to work. Clean out the middle, 6 down the ground. Then Kinch with a glorious cover drive for 4. But Knight would remove Kinch the very next over, bowled for 24. Dwayne Bourne only added 5 to the total before Amelie Nathaniel had him trapped, LBW for 5. Arnold Ellis quickly followed, caught and bowled by Nathaniel for a duck. Bourne's Land 4 wickets down. Complete disbelief. Antonio Strawn wanted to score all the runs with 1 swing, bowled by Nathaniel for a duck as well. And with Bourne's Land only fielding 9 players, it was all over in the twinkle of an eye. George Gibson out caught for 21, and the last man to go, Ian Olton, LBW to Nathaniel for 4. Bourne's Land all out for 58 in 9.4 overs. Victory to the Green Team by 118 runs.
Thanks, Damien. Now on to football. Cristiano Ronaldo wrote his name in Real Madrid's record books again today, as he became that Spanish side's all-time top scorer. He scored both goals in Real's Champions League victory today. Now we'll have highlights of Ronaldo's brace later tonight during CBC Sports at 8:30. Meanwhile, Luis Suarez got the winner as Barcelona scored 2 goals in 2 minutes to come from behind and beat Bayern Leverkusen yesterday. The victory saw Barca leapfrogging their said German opponents to go top of Group E. Meanwhile, Robert Lewandowski took his recent run to 10 goals in just 3 matches with a hat-trick as Bayern Munich beat Dynamo Zagreb 5-0. The victory saw Bayern go 3 points clear at the top of Group F.
To the pitch we go. Neymar and